Okay, so we can attack this problem two ways. The first way is to change it from 3.6 meters to centimeters. Okay. Oops, centimeters. Okay. So remember, when you go from big, meters is a big measurement, to small, because centimeters are smaller, we're going to do multiplication. Okay. So you have to know that 1 meter equals 100 centimeters. All right, and to go from 1 meter to 100 centimeters, I would multiply by 100. So I can start, one way is to do 3 6/10 times 100. And I'm going to make it 100 times bigger. So these digits have to move 2 place values to the left. So 3 ones becomes 3 hundreds, and 6/10 becomes 6 tens. Then I have this empty place value, so I got to put a 0 there. So 3 6/10 meters, oops, I didn't put in my label, meters, is 360 centimeters. Now, it said in the problem, Mr. Winters is going to share it with 20 students. So for that first problem, or the first question, I just do 360 divided by 20. Oh, look, they both end with a 0, so I can cross that out. Makes my life easy. And then I just have 36 divided by 2. So it's 18 centimeters. That's for one student. The second question is asking for 7 students. So I take what one student gets, 18, and I multiply it by 7. Well, 7 times 8 is 56. Carry the 5. 7 times 1 is 7, plus 5 is 12. So 7 students get 126 centimeters. I'll put it in 4, 7 students. Okay, so that's one way. The other way, if you don't pay attention to it switching from meters to centimeters, is I bet many people are going to start off by doing 3 6/10 divided by 20, which you can do. Okay, we just have to remember this value, I'm going to write it out here, is in meters. Okay, so we can go through and divide. Okay, dividing with the decimal, if the decimal's in the dividend only, it goes right up. Remember, it takes the elevator up and it goes right there. And we just do division like long division. Can we make a group of 20 out of 3? Nope. So we put a 0 there. So now we're looking at 36. We can make one group of 20 out of 36. So I'm going to take away that 20, that one group. That's 6. That's 1. But remember, we had a decimal point, and decimal places go on and on and on. So we can add on a 0. We can add on another decimal place, bring it down. And now we're looking at 160. I can make 8 groups of 20. Okay. All right, so that number kind of looks familiar because I got it when I did that first method. But I have to remember this 0.18 is really in meters. Okay, so at the moment it's saying each student gets 18/100ths of a meter. The question asks for the answer to be in centimeters. So remember, we're going from big measure, to small. Small measure. Okay, so we have to multiply. So we have, going back to that 1 meter to 100 centimeters. That's what we're thinking. That's going to help us figure out what to multiply by. To go from 1 meter to 100, we're going to multiply by 100. All right, so let's go back to our answer. We had 18/100ths meter. So we're going to take 18/100ths. If you like that 0 in front, you can write it in. I just don't. Okay, so 18/100ths meter times 100 will turn it into centimeters. Okay, so 100 makes these digits 100 times bigger, or makes them move 2 place values to the left. So 1/10 becomes 110. 8/100ths becomes 8 ones. So it's 18 centimeters. And that's only for one student. Second question was asking about 7 students. So we just do the value or the amount one kid gets times 7. Okay, it's still 126 centimeters. Okay. So 2 different approaches for today's problem, but when we're all done, we end up getting the same answer. Good luck.